My name is Gum Gum.
I knew this was hell.
First official roll of the campaign, boys. Roll me an Arcana check, buddy-o.
Oh my fucking god! Nat 20 plus 3.
No.
23! First fucking roll of this campaign.
Oh, no way.
It's gonna be a fucking good one.
My eyes are gonna roll back into my head. He's having a seizure!
Guts goes over and cups the back of his head, ready for him to fall.
You're doing it all wrong.
Kind of
What
smacked
are you
in his
doing?
face a little bit.
If somebody's having a seizure, you want to put a piece of bark in their mouth
What the fuck?
so they don't swallow their tongue.
Oh,
Interesting Genasi trick there, my friend.
Are you gonna put bark in his mouth?
No, not my own,
Video
of course.
That's what it sounds like.
Somebody fetch me bark from a nearby tree. How dare you guys? That's disgusting.
You said it.
But don't you feel almost like you're a part of those trees as well?
How dare you?
Are you kind of beckoning them closer as they
Yeah,
get
I'm beckoning them, and I'm definitely showing off these big anime tits.
Drop your gear, fuck off. Can I grab a javelin out of
Hello, fella. Calm down. Just take a deep breath, buddy. We'll figure this out. 4 minus 1. You don't want this on your conscious.
And I fucking release.
Does he even need to roll?
Yeah.
The guy's dead.
Releases out of your hands at nearly Mach speed, and with not even a bit of drop, just splinters through his chest and out the other side.
It's a big blade, and as I'm sprinting and I'm gaining momentum, I'm hitting rocks every once in a while, and there's sparks flying from my greatsword. And as I come up and right up next to him, and I up slash, it cuts him right in half, right up the middle.
This is a disgusting display of violence.
Today we're doing a very special Halloween stream. We're gonna go one by one and reveal our costumes. I'm the two-time back-to-back 1993-94 Blockbuster video game champion.
What up, guys?
Dude, it's Hal Deer! It's a cow!
Mr. Your Honor.
I don't have any.
No wonder you were saying you were gonna be hot as fuck, dude.
My headset's on under this bitch, too. Hey!
Oh,
He's a straight up Dragonborn, dude.
What's happening?
oh, dude.
Oh!
God.
This man
It's Dark Bryce!
What the fuck? Dark Bright.
Are you guys ready?
He's rectangular.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
boys.
Let's go, Daddy.
Tonight you call me mommy.
That's amazing.
I did not expect that, dude.
And I'll flick my collar out, prepare myself, and I'll strut to the front of the party here and lead us through.
Not so fast. Roll me a deception check.
12.
Something's up. Tell us why you're really here.
I'm gonna run away.
You fucking idiot.
I cannot sustain damage. I'm doing the run that Captain Jack Sparrow does too.
Did you say you're leaving us, Twig Boy?
In the morning, I will leave for Plumwater.
I don't agree with this stuff.
Why do you want to go with him? You just met him.
It is part of my duty as an inventor.
But you could help us with your inventions, mate. Look what you've done for us already.
What am I supposed to do without you and your knowledge?
Fucking bastard. Son of a bitch is fucking leaving.
I've only just met you guys as well, and yet you will remain in my heart forever. And that is why I will do anything in my power, once this job is finished, to find you again.
Don't leave us, Sap.
Look,
The only family I've ever had.
stay safe, my friend, and until we meet again, I hope this time it doesn't take us dying to meet once more.
You better not fucking die.
Hey, is it normal to kill a bunch of people and then just their friends forgive you and then ask them to bury the people you killed?
Absolutely not, mate. These people out of their fucking minds.
Chase
I
is
don't think
meta
we should help.
critiquing my DMing right now. It's the type of metagaming I've never even heard of before. I'm gonna make you make 15 characters in this fucking campaign. Don't you make me.
Oh, it's gonna be a long campaign.
Welcome back to another Monday with Added Vantage. We are so excited to bring you episode 18 of Shattered Virtues.
Let's go.
Wow.
Let's go, baby.
That's crazy.
We're here.
That's crazy.
It is actually kind of crazy to me. I was looking at how many sessions we've done, and then I was looking at the stream schedule, how many weeks of like D&D I have left until Jackson is born. We only have 9 sessions until he's born. And to me, that like really put things in perspective. I was like, "Oh my lord!" But yeah, it's been a great time. If you're here for the first time, thank you so much for coming to check us out. This is where we do actual play of D&D 5e. It's actually a homebrew, and we just kind of fart around and play pretend and have fun. So, last week on Added Vantage, the gentleman started the episode off in this sort of perilous moment in battle. Trees were falling on our Dragonborns. Oriel had just taken a big shot from a gunslinger, and Guts was in throes of battle with another barbarian. And things were not looking too good. So we continued from there, and it continued to downward spiral. The boys ended up having to what's the word? Not mutiny. They ended up having to surrender as Oriel went down unconscious and the threats of killing him for all of eternity arrived. So you guys all got put in manacles. And at this point, Casper, from his little side quest, his little sidestep from the party, came and did some little magic-y ways.
Saved our asses.
I didn't want to say it, but we're going to say it. He saved your asses. You guys were fucked. You're going to get taken to jail. And Chase came in and... what was the spell you used? Suggestion?
Suggestion, yeah.
Suggestion. Told that big boy to run away that direction, and off he went. You guys commandeered the boat that they had after a quick mending cantrip from Oriel, and set your oars to the water onwards to Emberhaven, the island city. Upon arrival, you weren't sure what to expect. Your time in Cragwillow was very tedious, having to dodge around zombies. And here in Cragwillow, you were surprised to see a bit of economy, people going around. You made your way into a bar that had sort of these private suites. You met a couple of bartenders and noticed that everybody in the bar had these magic nullifying bracelets on. Bracers, I should say. That Casper had found on the body of the gunslinger that you guys savagely and brutally murdered. So a little bit of questions about that. What's going on with the city? Why is magic being nullified? And a note was slid to Oriel from the barkeep named Eleanor. You guys decided to turn tail and leave and head to the inn. So that's where we're at now. To set the scene for you guys, you walk down this sort of town center area of Emberhaven with these sort of black cobblestone bricks and similarly matching buildings with dark stained wood that have these sort of filigrees that line the wood with this sort of opalescent shining material. And the buildings on either side of you are about 30 feet high or so, 3-story buildings, and they vary 2-story to 3-story. But they're more so like townhouses. These buildings are all connected with very few alleyways, so there'll be a chunk of 3 or 4 doors, 4 or 5 doors, and then an alleyway, and so on and so forth. You make your way down a couple of doors to the inn, where you go inside and you meet a little bit more elderly looking half-orc woman. She's completely bald, and her teeth are starting to rot, the yellowing and cavities visible. And as you guys walk up to the counter, she smiles at you and, well, hello. It's a very breathy voice, and as she exhales her first word, you guys just get the scent of this unbrushed, unwashed mouth. Can I get you a room?
Sure, miss. A bed for all of us, please.
You'll have to help me with the counting. I'm not good at it. How many of you are there?
Just all of us standing here. No more.
It's 5, miss.
5 bed. Don't have one. Do have a 4 bed.
5 separate beds, please.
That's all right, boys.
Sleep on the
Sleep on the floor.
No, Aaron, you're old.
With the
Fine.
sleep together. I am pretty fucking old, I'm not gonna lie.
Seasoned.
The 4 bed will run you 20 gold.
What?
Is it nice?
This economy is insane.
What are these beds made of, miss?
They're elaborate. And she just breathes heavily in your faces once more.
Sure, fine, whatever. Point us in the direction. I'll toss over 20 gold.
Oh.
And she gets the gold in her hand with a little bit of a genuine look of surprise and pleased with herself. Smiling these beaming, golden, gnarly-looking teeth. Up the stairs and on the left. 3rd door. And she turns around and starts tending to some of the sheets and towels that needed folded next to her. You guys make your way up. She hands you this, before you do, sort of very plain looking key, long tooth on it, and you make your way up to the room, unlock the door, and as promised, there are 4 elaborate looking beds. They look extremely comfortable. They're made well. Oriel, you'd be impressed by this. I don't think you've seen a made bed proper since this campaign has started.
I'll run in all giddy and just like slam on it like a fucking kid in a hotel room.
And the pleasant difference in smell, while I cut you off here, the pleasant difference in smell of this room is just inviting. It smells like essential oils and fresh cotton. Hey, go ahead. What do you say when you jump in the bed? Sorry for that.
Oh, nothing. I'm just getting all cozy. Wow, she wasn't lying, boys. These are nice.
Hey, Gabe.
Yeah.
Hey, so I think we need to not let Blackthorn be in charge of the money.
I'm spending my money, by the way. I haven't dipped into the community pool yet.
Seems
I'm fucking rich.
You can't hear this conversation. Shut up.
Meta.
I agree. Just recently, he's been spending a lot of money, but I think he can hold on to it for now. And if something goes crazy, then we can bring it up with the group.
I just honestly don't think that fella knows what these are actually worth. I think he just throws them around like.
Okay, well, luckily we have a lot of gold right now, and like I said, I think if something bigger comes up, then we should bring it up. But I think he'll listen to us if we say not to buy something.
That life of luxury is really. He's a different person than us.
Yeah, I'm different.
Well, I hear you, but let's wait a little bit to bring that up. If, like I said, I think if he goes even more extravagant, I think we should bring it up.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm gonna steal the gold. It's a good idea.
What do you guys think? Should we order room service?
No. Our rations are fine. Oreo.
I think Kim gave a look like, see? What I just say?
No more spending tonight.
God, this place is actually really nice, boys.
Yeah, fellas, what are we gonna do about this whole bracer thing? How are we gonna navigate this city without getting caught?
Well, listen, I have an idea. Why don't you pull that body out of your bag and maybe we inspect the bracer?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just
see what they're about.
Open the window first, okay? Ever since I bought this bag, for some weird reason, it's been stanking.
I go and open a window.
Can I look around the room just to like investigate, make sure we're not getting like tapped or anything like that?
There's no wires in the lampshade.
Yeah, make an investigation check. This is an infiltration check.
Okay. What was it? Investigation?
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Let's go, first roll.
That's pretty great. You take a look around, just thoroughly searching, ceiling to floor. There's these draperies over the beds, similar to what you'd see in like a princess room, and little small, like they look almost like oil lanterns, but there's no knob on it. And as you're brushing by, you kind of knock one with your arm, and it comes alight with this alchemical bluish hue light to it, similar to like the hue that would come off of like a glow stick or something like that. And you search high and low underneath the beds. There is a small space under there, not quite big enough for a person to hide. You don't sense anything in here that would be like watching you or listening to you from your check.
Good.
Cool.
I'll inch on over to the window, and I'll slowly unzip my fanny pack and kind of like waft the smell out the window. And then I'll dig in there and find the gunslinger's arm and pull him out.
Ooh, fuck,
Yeah.
that bag reeks, Casper. What's in there?
Well, this dead body.
There's no way that this body is smelling that bad.
Yeah, well, it kind of smelled bad when I got it, but thought that's just was in the fabric.
What else is in there? I'm gonna come over to you and try and force a look in your bag.
I'm not gonna let him look in my bag. Hey!
Come on, Casper.
This is my bag. I'm not looking in your bag,
Smells
Holden.
terrible.
And we can run this however you guys want, but the way that bag of holdings technically work is it's not something you like look inside and see like a plethora of goods. It's just this sort of empty black void, and when you reach into it, you think of what you're wanting to get out of it, and you get it. But I'm totally cool with adding canon that you guys can open the bag and see this little room with things in it. It's up to you guys, but I just want to put it out there.
That's canon.
Mine-
Let's make that happen.
Yeah, mine looks like at like the bottom of a well, where there's like sometimes in like a fantasy, there's like a room in the bottom of a well with like slow driplets of water and like mildew smell.
Like a fucking cavern.
Yeah, these guys don't know it, but I got the little goblin like sit up on the side, and then I got my dragon scales on a shelf, and it's all organized in there. But I'll try to make sure Blackthorn doesn't see inside my bag.
Yeah, roll me a dexterity check. And it'll be contested dexterity for both of you.
I roll a 1. Plus 3, that's 4.
Nat 1. This is the time we can show off Bryce's newest addition to the stream.
Exclamation point. D20.
Oh, there's the 1. I love that, dude. I love that so much. And you rolled higher. A 6. Okay. Yeah, he stumbles towards you to try to look in this bag of holding of yours, and you just kind of pull it away. It is fanny pack height, and you just kind of pull it away and just give him a stiff arm, and the stiff arm catches him off guard, and it sends him careening back into one of the plushy beds nearby, where he lands on a dagger. And no, I'm just kidding.
Fuck. Casper.
Oh shit.
Hey, don't worry about it, alright? It's nothing, it's just personal, alright? Like old family heirlooms and stuff.
Fucking horrible.
Yeah, that's what, that's
leave
what
him
the
alone,
shadow
man.
smells like.
Let's look at this bracer.
Yeah, anyways, back to this bracer.
You reach in, and pulling him out is pretty easy from the arm to like the shoulders and head. And from there, you start kind of struggling to lift this body out of your bag. And it takes a solid couple of minutes to just like wrestle him out by yourself. And he falls with a thud onto the floor. And his lifeless, squished, axe-chopped face, from being stomped and chopped back to back, looks up towards the ceiling. These are your war crimes, not mine, buddy. These are you.
We're trying to put this behind us. We're trying to
and you reach his arm up and take a look at it, and it's a sort of a darker leather bracer. It does have a few studs in it, sort of down the line on the outer edge of the wrist. But other than that, it looks like a fairly well-made, but fairly simply made bracer. And it would have to be in order to supply an entire population, or however many people you've seen with these things. They would have to be simply made. But you did use Identify on it, and you know that there is arcane enhancements at work here that do nullify the magic. But at the looks of it, it does look easy enough to replicate, if that's what you guys are looking for.
Hey, Mr. Cross, do you know any magic?
It's a little bit, honestly. Probably not as much as you.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. If I put this thing on, I'd be mighty useless. Maybe you could try it on and see what happens.
You know what? Yeah, that's a great point. That's actually a beautiful fucking point. Yes. Give me that bracelet.
If it goes bad, we could just cut your arm off.
I'm just gonna reach my arm out to him so he can put it on.
Can we take it off this man? Is it easy?
We don't know about that yet, obviously. We gotta put it on first.
No. Can we take it off the body? Daddy, can we take it off the body?
I was waiting for the question to come to Daddy. One for Joel and one for Daddy. You do not see anywhere that clasps. There's no like leather straps that buckle it down. It seems like almost this seamless piece of leather that was either slid on or by some other means. You're more than welcome to try.
Slide it off.
Yep. It's going to be a strength check.
Guidance.
Give me a hand, Mr. Cross.
I'm worried.
Yeah, can I actually just help him? Slide it off?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
So either you both can roll separately, or one of you can roll twice. Totally up to you.
Let's roll separately.
Okay.
Because I think you have a lot higher strength than I do.
Natural 20.
Oh, that works.
From my first roll today, I'm now tucked into the covers while you guys are doing this, all cozy, and I yell from my bed. Are we sure we can get it off Aaron if we get it on him?
Well,
we're not sure. Hey, you probably shouldn't be yelling, just so you know.
You're right.
True.
Are you sure we could get it off Aaron? If we get it on him.
Well, there's only one way to find out, Blackthorn.
Well, you haven't heard what the Nat 20 did yet. And even with a Nat 20, you are unable to remove this bracer from the arm.
Fuck.
That's a bad sign. Plan B. Can we replicate it?
Yeah, I say we find
Hold on.
Make some.
Hold on, mate. Hold the fuck on, mate. I am not putting that on my fucking hand.
Yeah, of course not. That's a terrible idea. Anyone who would suggest such a thing is a fool. We gotta. I think the best bet now is we just make some that look like it and we wear them around, pretend like we can't do magic. Because I don't want that thing on me either. That would be.
We need fucking sap. God damn it.
We should send that guy a letter.
Honestly.
Hey, Sap, how's it going? Fuck you for leaving us.
Can you mail us some bracers?
Yeah, we need to be bracelets mailed, mate.
Oh, fuck.
By carrier pigeon.
Listen, tomorrow morning, let's find our way to a shopkeep or a tailor or something, and maybe we can bribe him to make us some dupes for the crew, so we fit in.
Yeah. Seems a little risky, though.
Yeah, we'd have to be careful with that.
Sure, it seems risky, but I think it's more risky walking around with fucking broken handcuffs and no braces in a city that obviously requires it, mate.
Well, that's the thing. We'd have to walk around with that to get to the shop to get the dupes.
We don't, boof.
For those of you that are watching and might have missed the episode, when someone says boof, that means they turn invisible. So he just immediately boop disappears before their very eyes.
You still see the outline of my body in the bed.
And just a dangling cuff. No, I think that would technically be invisible too.
Yeah, the handcuff, everything on you turns invisible.
Alright, well, Blackthorn turns invisible, he walks through the middle of town, and then reappears in the middle of a shop, scares the fuck out of the guy, and then asks him to make us some fake bracers.
That's a good plan to me.
I'm sold.
What could go wrong?
I don't see another option.
You're all psychotic.
Yeah, what do you think about all this, Guts?
I don't know.
It's like all curled up on the floor.
Yeah, I'm just like fucking with these broken manacles. Just trying to get them off.
I'm gonna pull out a dagger and try to cut the bracer and see what happens.
Oh.
Yeah. Roll me. Would you have like what kind of blade would you have?
I just have a little dagger. I keep
A
in
little
my back
dagger.
pocket. Yeah.
Okay.
Little daggy poo.
More for poking, but it's got a sharp edge.
Yeah, you poke and stab and try to slice this bracer off. And you see that it does cut and it does take damage, but almost immediately mends itself back.
What? Oh,
I just identify, and I didn't know anything about it.
we're in for it here, boys. This is some strong magic.
We even figured out.
Say again?
How about?
Have we even figured out where we're at?
We're in Emberhaven.
Is this actually Emberhaven?
Yes.
I mean, we attacked the only fucking people that bring us to this island. So,
well,
Unless the directions we got were wrong. How many floating islands with cities you think are around here?
that's true. I mean, that is a solid point.
yeah, right
That
after
is a
the
solid
balls.
So if even we were to make or find someone to make us these bracelets, do you actually think that they wouldn't tell somebody else about this?
That's what I've been worried about too. That's a problem. I was thinking maybe we just buy the leather and make them ourselves. That way nobody knows.
Does anybody even have the skills in leatherworking or anything like that?
I think it could be pretty crude version of the bracer.
Just at a glance, we won't get too close to nobody.
Yeah, I mean, I could slide my armor over maybe and just have it sitting there resting.
Or hear me out. We sever the arm off this gunslinger, and I'll tuck one of my arms in my coat, and we fashion his arm through the sleeve.
But you're just one person.
Is the best idea I've ever heard.
What about the
and
rest
then
of us?
you go get the supplies, bring back the supplies, and we'll make new ones.
That's what I was thinking. I feel like...
Mr. Blackthorn, I ever told you how smart you are, fella?
No, you actually haven't.
You're an inspiration to me every day. I learn something new. I hang around all these dimwits constantly, and they keep bringing me down, and then you're just a shining light.
Casper, thank you so much, mate. I'll get over your smelly, disgusting bag. Just for that.
So you're gonna cut off a smelly ass fucking dead hand and walk into another business.
Aaron, there's no way the smell is coming from this gunslinger's body. There's no way.
Yeah,
he's fucking dead.
He's been deceased for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Apparently you haven't seen a body after 6 hours.
Probably less.
This is a fresh kill. This is the inch of weeks and weeks of decomp.
Magical smelly thing that you do, Blackthorn.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see a better idea. I'm not gonna lie to you, but at the same time, it's still risky either way.
Bring your bag over, Casper.
What do you want my bag for?
I'm gonna fix the smell. I can't fucking stand it.
All right. That's fair.
Forgives the smell immediately. Give the bag. I can't stand it.
All right.
I can't fucking handle it. I'm gonna just twinkle my fingers over and unsoil the smell with prestidigitation.
Yeah. And it seems to just clear the smell right up. What do you make it smell like?
Roses.
That's the most basic bitch answer.
Roses smell beautiful. What?
Lavender and gooseberries.
Yeah.
What story are we on? Are we on the first or second?
You're on the second floor.
Can I peek my head out the window and see if it looks like there's any lights and any stores open currently, or if everything's closed?
Yeah. I mean, it's nearing morning. Like, you guys arrived at the edges of the Vale. It was already nightfall. You look outside, and there's still performers performing, bards and spoken word poets and stuff like that. Yeah, like the sun is nearing rising, like within an hour or two.
Oh, okay. So like we went to the bar at like 3 a.m.
type of thing. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. Our sleep schedule's all
type beat.
Well, I think we send Oriole out now, and then we all get some rest and wait for him to come back.
I'm still in bed. I'm not leaving.
all right. I was just a thought.
Listen.
Yeah, and to be fair, you guys never asked like where any certain stores were, so you see that there's activity out there, but you're not certain that everything is open at this hour. But there's still definitely some party goers. That was a good slurp, buddy.
Yeah, that was loud.
Oh, my bad. I'm cultured. I use chopsticks. Okay, listen. Maybe the severed arm idea isn't that great. I don't want to go out there alone. But
the severed arm idea is genius. You're just afraid, Blackthorn.
I am a bit afraid. I don't have my boys out there with me.
I'll go with you. I can look like a slave, something.
Sure.
And I could turn Mr. Cross invisible. He can go with you too.
As a matter of fact, I think you could turn Gabe invisible.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'd be the only one here.
That sounds dangerous too.
Can't you also turn invisible?
But you just want to leave us again, then, huh?
It's either you or the other. I can't turn you and then also be.
No.
Okay. We're in a bit of a pickle here. How about this? We find Ilrinax and just hope for the best, and maybe he can give us the scoop on this city.
So that's what I wanted to talk about. That's something I've been thinking about since we got here. If these people are magic suppressed, we can't just go asking about a wizard. How do you suppose we find Ilrinax? Can't
Probably a fugitive.
Yeah.
Maybe he's in the swamp, in the sewer, I meant to say, and he's got like a whole village of people down there, and they're all hanging out. And
so kind of like the last city we were at.
Oh yeah. Thought maybe we get lucky twice.
If I remember correctly, he should be in a tower.
Good point.
A tower.
Yeah.
Do we see any towers?
Supposedly has one of those portals.
That is
That should bring us back.
The worst place to hide if you're a wizard in a non-magic acceptance society.
Yeah.
We don't know anything about this town.
It's possible he's got a grip on the city.
Yeah.
This man Ilrinax might be the person doing it to everyone.
Yes, my child.
Is there a window I can look out?
Yeah, I
and
did that
see
earlier.
a little bit more of this city?
It's open because it smells like shit in the room.
Yeah. Yeah, you can look out the window and you see a few rows of buildings similar to how I described earlier, just kind of butted right up against each other with these small alleyways after a few doors. The city kind of wraps around this central spire of this mountain, and actually I can change over the owlbear to show thank you to AI. I was able to make this
no
piece of
shot.
art. Shout out AI. What would we do without you? It kind of wraps around this larger mountain portion, and the section that you guys are in is the closest to the docks. And so the docks start sort of at the southern face of this mountain, and curls around counterclockwise, almost in a full circle to the top.
The southern face is what we're like looking at right now.
Yeah, you'd be looking like towards the mountain itself, so you can't see a whole lot past it. There's a couple more rows of houses and then just mountain face. If you were to like stick your head out the window and look both directions, you would be able to see the lake to your left, and then to the right, a street that kind of curves up with different buildings, and there's multiple spires. There's nothing that sort of resembles like your classic ye old wizarding tower, but there are these large spires of buildings that sort of poke out from different sections of this city.
Daddy, another question. Sorry, Casper, go.
Is this like a large city, or is it like a small town?
It's a fairly good sized city. I wouldn't say it's as big as Cragwillow, but it's not like your township. It's definitely an established city.
Is there a tier system, or is it all, there are walls separating the classes, or is it just take the road up?
You don't see any walls from where you're at, and you're too unfamiliar with this city to know just off the top of your head, but something to think about, to ask around about as you move throughout this city.
Yeah, it seems like a very welcoming, like, people seem happy, but there's like this veil of like oppression.
Yeah.
Are you saying that to me or to them?
I think for the time being, we need to definitely fashion these braces, and maybe seek some more information about this. We always jump headfirst into shit, and we might want to be more prepared, because if we get one of these braces on and we're not able to get it off, we're fucked,
Sure.
right?
Well, let me ask you this, Aaron. Who are we? Why are we here?
We're here to fucking defeat these sins, mate.
But to
And find
travelers or
Elvernex.
No, the town.
Oh, you're talking about a story.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, who
That was
are we?
less existential and more just surface level.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
How
We
did you
found
get
our
here?
own boat, mate. We found an island. We're travelers.
We have to explain how we got in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We
I have an idea. We're authors and we're here to write a book about how beautiful this city is and all of the trails and hiking and all of the food. We're documenting the sights.
Wow, I love that.
You
We
think
got
they
Guts.
actually?
Guts is our food taster. He's our connoisseur. We got
I don't know if they
Gabe.
let tourism like that, mate.
I mean, we just walked right in through the front gate. Why would there be tourism?
That's true. That's true. Nobody even noticed we didn't have braces on.
Maybe we don't even have to have bracers.
Everyone had them.
That's true.
Maybe it's by choice.
That was wishful
Fuck.
thinking.
No, we were in a fucking bar, mate. Somebody
I-
should have said something. There was a big wig in there.
I talked to the women in the bar. Well, beautiful.
You sure did.
Couple beautiful maidens, and they made it pretty clear that
I'm gonna try to dab him
they
up.
they
when he
didn't
says that.
they didn't want the braces on. They didn't want to have any kind of dialogue about it. They seemed rather scared to have the conversation, to be honest. So
Blackthorn, you just sparked an idea. I know you don't want to go out on your own, but take this arm, shove it up your sleeve, and go find that woman right before her shift ends and get some more info.
Yeah, drag her back up here.
God. Fuck guts. Fuck, sure. I mean, she'll see. Is this guy even the same race as me? I'm gonna have some fucking different colored skin, arm, fucking blood dripping.
He was a human. That being the case, his skin's not quite as like fair as yours is. He's got a bit of a tan. He's also got these really, really hairy, hairy arms.
Fuck.
And the difference between your sort of slender, lithe arm and this right arm of this man is staggering. It's like this bulked out forearm versus yours kind of skinny wrist.
I have no hair, too. I'm like hairless. Oh fuck yeah! I'm not sure. I'm getting a bit nervous. Plus, those maidens were rather fair. I just got a bit of nerves. I might need a wingman, Casper. You seem like a smooth talker.
Blackthorn, I don't have a bracer.
Who says we need one to talk to people?
Let me try something. Bring that bracer out one more time. I gotta take a look at it.
Alright, I'll dig back into my... I'm just gonna pull the arm out this time so I don't have to lift the whole body.
I'm gonna boof one more time and get out of bed. I'm gonna look over this bracer and I'm gonna pull out my right arm, and with my left, I'm gonna kind of wave it over, and you're gonna see this minor illusion appear on my arm. Trying to duplicate this bracer.
I don't want to cut you off while you're talking about that, but we did just get a Prime subscription to Miss Carl Havoc. Thank you so much for the sub. We have this fun little thing going on here where when somebody subs with Prime, they get to roll the next dice roll. So if you were to type in !D20, it will give you a D20 dice roll,
Yes.
Come on, Miss Carl Havoc.
Whenever you do
roll.
that,
Let's see how good this roll is and see how good this illusion is.
Yeah, come on.
and I can type it in here like this. Just like that. But yeah, do that at your leisure. And if you don't get it in before this next dice roll, we'll just apply it to whatever comes after that. So
yeah, and shout out you.
Just a fun little way to include you guys into our streams. Thank you, Bryce.
Seriously, thank you.
Your minor illusion is actually not something I'm going to have you roll for. This is an innate magical ability that you have just from being a sorcerer, from learning spells.
Yes.
And so you're able to replicate it almost to a T on your own wrist. The duration of minor illusion, I believe, is 1 minute.
Ooh.
I can extend that, but I'm not going to for this demonstration. I can extend that up to 24 hours.
Okay.
Using 2 sorcery points. So I will keep that in mind. What do you guys think about this bracelet? It looks pretty good, huh?
Looks pretty spot on.
Well, I won't be having the severed arm, so maybe one of you can have that.
I'll chop the arm off.
Oh.
Yeah. Again, not going to make you roll for that. It's a dead, lifeless arm, and you have a dagger. You're able to hack the arm off of its body counterpart.
And then I wear a cloak, so I'm gonna kind of shove it up in there and kind of try to fold my arm unnaturally under my cloak. Keep my hand on this hand and make sure it doesn't fall out.
So you're kind of like holding it like this type of thing?
How would I do
what
that?
Do you, maybe your arm is just slightly through the sleeve and you're just like palming the
like
on the backside?
This looks super fucked up.
It almost looks like some really fucking weird prosthetic. But I mean, it plays. It's just your arm is lifeless and kind of colorless as the blood is sort of drained from it in this first few hours of decomposition. But yeah, I mean, to your I don't know what your guys' standards are here. You're holding a dead arm, but it looks like an arm holding a wrist if you're not paying too close of attention.
That's great. What do you say we go have a word with that girl you met?
Let's do it.
And then
I'm gonna beat my head against a wall.
Can I do one thing before you guys leave?
Wait, no, you're coming with us.
Oh, I'm coming with you guys?
They're gonna make us invisible.
Oh,
and then
perfect.
Guts is our slave, so we're good.
Okay, well, either way, before both of Oriole and Casper, like, I know you guys are invisible, but I'm considering I probably saw what the fuck you guys were doing with your hand and shit like that.
They're not visible.
Either way, I'm gonna put my hand on both of you guys, and I'm gonna be like, even if we get into something really quickly out there, just in case, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on both of you.
Aww. I feel this force overcome me. Oh.
Can you do that on 2 people?
I used the last of my spell slots, brother.
Isn't one of them concentration, not to metagame?
Oh shit! Actually, you know it. You might be right, mate. Not even a metagame. Trust me, it's not a metagame. No. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on Oriole.
It's funny. Right as you said that, I was literally typing in Google Shield of Faith.
That's not a bad idea, Aaron.
Mage armor on myself,
and I'm also gonna cast Shield of Faith on Casper.
No.
Okay.
I did mage armor on myself, but it's fine. We'll do both.
Yeah.
So about turning you guys invisible. I'm feeling a bit tired. And I'm not sure I can cast that right now. So.
Oh shit.
It may just be me and the lad here.
Are you comfortable with that?
I mean, you guys are kind of ready for it right now. You might as well just fucking go.
Alright, we'll be right back. If we're not back in an hour, come looking.
Okay.
Right.
I still need to rest at some point, boys.
You guys are going back to the bar, right?
Yeah, that's where we're heading.
Okay.
Hey,
And
me
you guys,
and
you guys see this illusion kind of fizzle out, and I'm gonna cast it again on myself.
me and Mr. Blackthorn, we don't sleep, so if you guys need to get a night's rest, go ahead.
Well, wait, we should probably just get a short rest, because that's an hour. And if you aren't back in an hour, we could be back.
Yeah, take a short rest. Kick your feet up. Enjoy each other.
Yeah. I know, I'll smoke on some of the world's herb, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You guys
We'll head out.
You guys make your way out of the room and down the stairs past the innkeep, who looks at you with her greasy smile. And you pass through the doors of the establishment, make your way a couple doors down back to the bar. As you're walking, Oriel, you put your hands back in your pocket and find a little note that the barkeep had slid to you.
Oh yeah.
Not but about 40 minutes before this.
Yeah. As we're walking out and making our way down this hallway to the other bar, I'm gonna pull that slip out and take a peek at it with Casper, kind of nudge him, and we're both gonna take a peek at it.
Okay, I'm gonna put this in Discord for you guys.
This is from that beautiful lass at the bar.
Yeah, what was her name?
I didn't get their names. But I'll remember the way they look.
And it says tread carefully, and then the strange mix-matched lettering, and then it says talk more tomorrow, midday in the alley beside sticks and stones.
Hey, Mr. Blackthorn, it would have been nice to read this letter like 10 minutes ago.
Shit!
Let's go. Let's go get some rest. Come on.
Should we tell him? Should we just stay out a bit longer and tell him that we got the numbers or something?
Nah, let's go get a rest. You can do your invisibility thing. We can take the boys with us.
They gave you their sending stones.
Fuck. All right, mate. Let's go back up there.
All right.
Defeated, I'll walk up.
You see how smart I am? I made you use up your spell slots and shit just for that, dude. I could have told you so long ago, dude.
or mischievous.
Forgot about the fucking paper.
Let me read that paper real quick. I'm gonna take the paper from Mr. Blackthorn. This is quite the code to be cracked. But luckily, I am quite the wizard these days. This is magic users beware.
How do you know that?
I just jumble the letters together. What does it spell?
It says M. Sig Sewers Butler.
Alright, fella, let's take a nap. We'll head back upstairs, tell the boys, and then look to get a long rest.
Yeah, I'll just pass the paper around to the homies.
Daddy, would that put us past midday?
That's a good question. Long rest is about 8 hours. You're in like the wee hours of the morning, the sun not quite up, maybe like 5:30. 6
Is that midday?
Yeah, that'd be pretty much right about midday.
Perfect.
Perfect. Well, let's rest easy tonight, boys. We're really in for some shit tomorrow. I have a feeling.
I'm already asleep.
On the ground.
You're just talking to nobody. I'm meditating. Everyone else is asleep.
So fucking on par. you really body the character of Guts, I have to say.
Guts wakes up and he's like, shh.
So good.
Get me down.
You guys all make your way to sleep. And guess what? Nothing happens. You wake up and the sun is pretty high in the sky. Looking at about quarter till midday. And you have the task ahead of you of finding sticks and stones.
Yes.
Ooh. Oh, we got a plan. I'm gonna stick my dead arm in my sleeve. I'm gonna cast invisibility on Aaron. And then get ready to go.
Yeah, and I am going to, right before we leave, do the same thing, minor illusion myself, and extend it for 24 hours.
You guys gotta fucking teach me how to do this shit. This is amazing.
Oh, and correction, extending a spell is only 1 sorcery point.
Alrighty. Yeah, you make your way outdoors, and the scene out here really hasn't changed a whole lot. You see some faces that you saw last night in the wee hours of the morning. You see new faces. There's not a ton of diversity here, as you guys are really experiencing this in daylight for the first time. You look around and you see mostly elven, half-elven, some humans. You see very sparse handfuls of other races. You don't see any dwarves. You don't see any, like, tieflings or anything of that nature. There's, like, a couple half-orcs, and that's about it. So the Dragonborns here and the Kobold here, you guys get this feeling that you kind of stick out. Well, which ones of you are invisible? I think Guts is the only one that's not invisible. Am I correct?
I think that was.
Oh yeah, he's our slave dog. We can. I'll cast invisibility on Aaron as we walk out right after I do my illusion.
You're already invisible, mate.
Gabe.
How are you already invisible?
Because of me, dog.
It's fucking Jasper.
Then yeah, my bad, Gabe. I will do that to you. I'll just put my hand on your shoulder and I'll whisper "boof" in your ear, and you're gonna turn invisible.
I'm gonna pull out a piece of rope and hand it to Guts, but hey, fella, do you mind?
No.
I'll tie it around him.
That's fucked up, dog.
I'll just put it around my neck.
He's well behaved.
Hey, we're just trying to sell it. We're trying to sell the illusion here.
Holding it with your one good hand?
Yeah.
A former slave, we're fucking doing this now for real, bro.
I asked him if he minded. He said it was alright. Don't get offended on his behalf. He says he's cool with it.
Yeah, I'm not offended. Try some, watch what happens.
I'll very patronizingly pat him on the head. It's okay, buddy.
You take a look around. You see several shops, several corners where people work. You see a building labeled Mitzi's, a pleasure house. The silk screen, metal benders, purveyor of goods. You don't see anything that resembles any kind of alchemical store, or any kind of magical items type of stores. And then just down on the other side of the street, maybe, a stone's throw distance away, is Sticks and Stones. And you see this little sign has a picture of a crudely engraved pool cue laying atop a stone.
That's our spot right there.
Yeah. I think it's best if you do all the talking.
Sure. I'm gonna prim myself up a little bit, and I'll lead the charge over across the street. But I am looking for the alley. So when we look at this building from the front, alley, where is it? Left, right? Are we looking a couple doors down?
Yeah, so it would be to the left of the building. So if you're looking down the road, the building is on the right side of the road, and the alleyway is just past that. So it would be on the left side of the building.
Perfect. Yeah, let's head that way.
Yeah. As you guys are walking, you notice a couple of these red-coated, sort of regal-looking people. They have this dark hair. They almost share a resemblance to each other, like brothers or cousins. And they make eyes with you for a moment and look towards Guts, who is bound up. And just kind of keep an eye on you for a moment before they continue walking.
I'll just put my head down.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, you make your way to this alleyway, and it's darkened. The two buildings on either side are close. It's a pretty thin alleyway. Now, there's some refuse bins and sort of unused crates of broken wood that kind of scatter the area. You walk past a couple piles of this before you hear a bit of a gasp, and you see the short orange-haired, auburn-haired Eleanor sort of sitting on this wagon wheel that's sort of propped up against a crate. She says, "I didn't think you'd come. It's a little bit past midday now, but glad to see you. I was hoping you'd come alone." And she looks at Casper and Guts. "That's all right there.
These men can be trusted. Don't you worry about them. We're all on the same team here."
Well, you must have read my note. So I can tell you, newcomers are pretty far and few between in the city. And when they do come, they're met with a bit of suspicion, if you catch my meaning. Don't take it personally, but try to be careful with folk like you, especially when you're not, where the hell did they get you with one? And she looks at your wrist.
I'm gonna lean in close and whisper in her ear, "It's magic."
And you see this slow scrawl from her face, this inquisitive, almost concerned look of like they got you with one, to a stone petrified, fearful look in her eye. You better keep that quiet, and you best believe I won't be telling anyone, but you were able, it was a pretty easy code to decipher.
Oh yeah, all I had to do was look at it.
You're can't tell if you're fucking with me or if you're daft. Said magic users beware.
I know, I'm sorry. My friend Casper here. Let me introduce you. Casper, this is, remind me your name again, miss.
Eleanor.
Eleanor, yes. Beautiful name for a beautiful maiden like yourself. He deciphered the code.
My lady, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Well, hats off to you. 2 cents off the dollar for a code like that you can summon. I don't quite understand what you'd be doing here. Newcomers, like I said, don't come often. It's strange enough that you're here. Even stranger that you were wearing manticles broken at the cuff when you entered my shop.
Eleanor, why have you taken an interest in us? Why are you being so kind?
Well, call me hopeful, but one of these days I'd like to get out of here. Can't do so as long as that veil's upon the city.
We could help you through the veil.
Yeah, me and my whole family. Me and all my friends.
We might save the whole
comrades.
Yeah, the thing about us is we liberate towns. That's kind of what we're known for.
She kind of chuckles to herself. I said it once, I'll say it again. I don't know if you're just daft at fucking with me.
How do you think the people of this city will accept some traveling reviewers of maybe we're surveyors of fine things, making a book or a pamphlet on how great this city is, for more travelers to come? Does that seem like something that would be accepted by the people of this city?
It's not a common thing to hear. I'll tell you what. Probably best to keep your business to yourself as much as you can. One thing I can tell you is, if you do need someone to listen or someone to provide you with help in any way, information, most can be bought with some coin. Some can be scared.
We do need some advice on how to navigate this city without these bracers. Is that going to be a problem, or are they only expected for the residents of this city to be wearing?
Only people without these are the red.
Who's putting them on the people?
Yep, that would be the red ranks, militia. I don't know who, but they came in a few months ago and started slapping these on people. It wasn't before long the veil popped up over the city. We pretty much caught unawares, and now we're trapped here.
Eleanor, do you have a magical ability?
I miss them. Used to weave a fine arcane enchantment myself every now and then.
I got that impression the moment I saw you.
Yeah. We're gonna restore your power back to you and all your friends.
And, do you, hey, Gabe, what was that wizard's name again?
Ilrinax.
I whisper Elrinax.
Yeah, you know anyone named Elrinax around here?
She sees you turn, speak into the air, no one around behind you, and then a voice from further away goes, Elrinax, in a whisper. And she immediately looks down at her feet and back up at you guys. You're a wild, poor judgmental bunch you are, but I have to say it's going to take crazy to get out of here. Nobody quite knows if it's true, but there's rumors going around about Ilrinax. Some say he's the one that's put up the veil. Some say willingly, some say not. Some people think that he's guarded by red ranks throughout the day, casting for hours on end a spell to keep us trapped in here. I'll tell you one thing. As long as this veil has been up, it's only gone down once for about an hour. About 10 people escaped in that amount of time. It was a bloodbath over the boats.
Who might be patrolling the coastline within the veil?
Boat traffic has been pretty low as of late. Some fishermen. There's not really a navy, so to speak, in our lake. The Red Watch sure as hell don't go on it.
What about outside the lake?
Well, there used to be a tribe of druids that tended to these lands. And this is primarily a timber industry. Made it so for many years, and Those druids, they enchanted the land, supplemented the trees, made them grow taller, faster, and we were able to collect them and turn them into wares. Just like this fine place here, and she knocks on the wall of sticks and stones.
So I imagine that we're not going to find any enchantments or magical items around these parts.
Not that I could tell you. I'm sure some people have them stowed away. Wouldn't be the person to ask for it, though.
Have the people of this city grown to resent these redcoats?
Everyone here dislikes the ranks. But as soon as one of us steps out the line, it's down into the prison. And the prison is not a happy place to go. They say the rats gnaw at your teeth in the night.
Is there a resistance in the city?
There's people that are bent out of shape enough that one could be starved, but you'll have to be careful. You get caught weaving magic around these parts, the red ranks will immediately suspend that from you, and I could tell you from personal experience.
Eleanor, we got a pressing matter at hand. We need to be able to navigate this city if we're going to be able to liberate anybody. Do you have any recommendations of what we could do about these bracers? Some way to just pass under the radar for now.
Well, lucky for you, leather hasn't been completely banned. It is quite expensive as imports and exports have lessened over the months. But if you go to the purveyor of goods, I'm sure he can sell you the components. Won't be cheap.
Can you do that for us?
I would rather not.
Well, you see, we need someone to help us navigate. We need somebody in the city who has knowledge, who knows people, to help us liberate this city. Can you be that person?
I can be a friend. And when something more promising lines up, I'll do my best, but for now, you've got me just as scared as you have me bewildered.
If we need to speak again, can we find you at the tavern?
Aye. Work there 5 days a week. Much to my misery.
Why? Are you, seemed like a fine establishment. Are you being mistreated?
Let's just say I had a different occupation before all this came down. I had the result of slinging drafts and singing mixed drinks to rich assholes who want to come and sit in a suite for a couple of hours and stare at me teats.
Lovely. Lovely.
You talking about me teats?
Who was the rich gentleman across from us at the bar? Do you remember that night?
Last night? Yes. Yeah. I'm not as dim-witted as you might think based off me good looks. And he's a regular. His name's Franco.
Is he foe? Friend?
He's powerful. Looks to me that he follows the rules. Never once stepped out of line. The Redcoats came to town, he practically handed over his wrist to be slapped with one of these.
Yeah, that's suspicious.
Maybe. Or maybe he was scared. A lot of people doing that.
Have you heard of Cragwiller?
I only read about it in books and such of that. Never been out there.
That's where we're coming from.
Great.
It was a tough journey to get here.
She doesn't care.
There's got to be something more you can give us. What? I have a feeling that if we go around asking questions, that it might cause some problems for us.
Questions like where is Irinax? Are there magical items for sale? Yeah, I wouldn't be asking questions like that. But I'm sure you can make some friends here and there. Gain trust. Earn it.
Well, let's say we're looking for work.
I'm sure there's jobs around. Not hiring at the bar myself, otherwise I'd take you.
I'm gonna tap Oriole on the side.
What is it,
I'm
man?
gonna try and not make it known either. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna tap him.
You look at your shoulder for a moment. Do you do anything about this tap that you receive?
I'm gonna take it like we need to get out of here. Thank you for your time. I understand that you're putting yourself at great risk to speak with us.
Well, I'm glad you understand something. And that's alright. Just about time I get going. We didn't close very well last night, and I have to go clean some shit up before we start the shift today, so best be getting in early.
Cheers to you. Thank you.
Cheers. And she gives you a long look, watching you leave as you walk out of the alley.
Alright, fellas, I think we find ourselves a place to buy some leather and head back to the inn.
I'm gonna just kind of nod over to Sticks and Stones since we're so close. Why don't we head in here? See what this chap's all about.
I'm not gonna lie to you, boys. Saying that fucker's name out loud like that, we might have killed that person tonight.
Absolutely not. No one was around.
Also, Cross, it's the middle of the day.
It's even worse. It's even worse.
And you're right, though. If he's dead, then Gabe's basically dead, too, so we did kill Gabe.
Gabe's alive and well.
But I guess the only thing we can do is keep moving, so let's get this leather so these boys don't have to hide anymore. And I imagine Guts doesn't want to have this rope around his neck all day.
We might
Not really.
We might need to do something for someone in the city right now. Obviously, these people are doing not what they're used to doing, so it's just... I mean, fuck, man.
So we go into these shops and just ask if we can be of assistance. Honestly, I think the best thing we can do is just prove that we're useful.
We need bracers. Yeah, before we do anything else, we need to get this leather, get these bracers, and then we can ask, because we're going to draw too much attention to ourselves without them.
I agree.
All right.
Blackthorn, can you spare some coin?
We have community coin. We're loaded. We have tons of coin, Casper. We have tons of coin.
How much? No one's ever told me. I have no idea how much coin we have.
Right now, our total in the bag of community wealth is 4,400.
Holy shit.
That's gotta
Wow.
We have some jewels and silver in the bag as well, mate.
I had no idea.
We're fine.
Why have I been eating this shit every night?
I have no idea. You see, I'm not. You see, I'm not eating that shit.
Yeah, but I thought you were rich and just didn't like to share.
You had to have known this was our community pool. Everyone else knew, right?
I had no idea. I've been eating this moldy cheese I pulled out of my bag.
Sure, it's not a piece of that goblin.
You have no idea about that.
Meta.
You
The next time he metas is a wild magic surge.
Oh no, not in this city. Shit.
Alright, let's
Sticks
grab
and
the
stones.
leather.
Let's go in Sticks and Stones. Let's see what he has.
Sticks and Stones is a billiards hall. But before we get too
these
far
guys,
out,
movers and shakers, you know, gamblers, degenerates, these guys flock to places like this. This could be a place for some serious.
Yeah, we'll come back. We need bracers. We'll come back.
I've got
Go
one
ahead.
on me wrist right now,
Shut
boys.
the fuck up, Mario. Let Daddy talk.
imagine though, this is a bit off topic, but with the wild magic surge, imagine, because you had a perfectly, I could have done it to you when you did the fight with those two guys, and I didn't, because I think it was already a bad enough circumstance. Imagine you had like, you just constantly emit like pink bubbles or some shit, and then you walk into this town. That would have really thrown a whole fucking wrench in the operation.
Oh, no, yeah.
But yeah, you make your way down the road a few doors. Like I said, this is a sort of a town center sort of area. A lot of the thoroughfare that comes through here are traders of types. You do see some people with like bits and bobs, like small little what's the word for it, like wagon shops, almost like food trucks but with goods and stuff like that. And you see a door with a sign overhead in fine script that says purveyor of goods, and this is where Eleanor had pointed you in the direction of when mentioning leather.
Alright. Blackthorn, I know every time we go shopping, you like to spend an hour to look at everything on the shelves. Just grab the leather and get out, alright?
Should we adorn these braces with
a
little bit of flair?
We're just grabbing the leather and we're getting out, alright?
You don't want to make them look good.
No, I don't.
We're going to be wearing them for quite some time.
Alright, you got the gold, and I'm just gonna push him in the front door.
I'll stumble through.
And the shopkeep is let me see here. The shopkeep is another human. He has bright blonde hair, almost platinum, sort of swept up in a sort of a spiky hairstyle. He's a bit older. Some of the bits of this blondish platinum hair are starting to gray at the fringes. And has just a nice proper goatee, mustache connected and all. The mustache kind of flares out a little bit from the goatee, with a matching hair to the hair he's got on top of his head. He's dressed pretty simply, some kind of silken tunic and trousers. Just looks comfortable, sort of leaned up against the wall, and as you get pushed through these sort of double swinging doors, he just kind of jumps with a start and looks at you. He says, "God damn, half the mind to give me a heart attack. I am the purveyor of goods."
Yeah, we've seen the sign. We're actually here looking for some goods.
Well, you have come to the right place. Purveyor of goods carries goods from far and wide, not so much recently due to recent events, but I'm sure I have something here that you might need.
Sure, recent events and such. Well, you see, me and my buddy here, we're...
Just you.
Oh, it's just me? Fuck.
You say me and my buddy here, and you look back and know he's there.
You're insane.
Yes, me, I indulge in arts and crafts, as embarrassing as it is to say. And I've had a rather tough time finding leather in the city. Do you have any in stock?
He kind of gives you this sort of sideways look. You need leather.
Yeah, for satchels and such. I'm actually looking to make a vest. You know. Can I roll persuasion?
Sure.
I have a +5, so.
The chat ever do it?
13 plus 5.
No, I don't think that the chat ever did roll her d20.
It's okay. Let's not berate her.
She's
our only sub.
I don't have it up.
She's gonna unsub, Ben.
No, one of these times whenever it's cashable whenever. It's cashable whenever until we run out of fucking until we can't keep track of it. What did you roll?
13 plus 5.
13 plus 5.
Yeah, 18.
What?
And he gives a little bit of a laugh. Well, satchels and wallets. What about a bracer? And he looks at your arm.
Can't say that I want another one of these, mate.
Right. Well, I've got some leather. It's gonna cost you a pretty penny. About out of it, and don't see that any more is coming soon.
Why not?
Well, it's an imported good. People are scared of this city right now.
No livestock on the island? I find that hard to believe, sir.
No. You're gonna have to either rectify your beliefs or live in incompetency. That is up to you.
Truly, I am curious. Not a single creature with skin on the island.
Well, you make a interesting point there. There's creatures. Type to make a leather workable for crafts. And he gives you a wink. Yeah, those type of animals don't live here.
Well, you drive a hard bargain, but why don't you give me your whole inventory and I'll make it worthwhile for you.
My whole inventory?
Of leather. Yes.
Yeah, I hadn't lost that part, but thank you for the reminder. He pulls out this oilcloth that's rolled into a bunch, and it looks like about the size of maybe like a bedroll or something like that. This amount of leather here is cost you 500 gold. Supply and demand and all.
And if, because I did say I was rather embarrassed of my hobby.
Right.
How much for you to, not speak of this to anyone?
No. Indiscretion can always be bought.
And what's your price?
Called 700 gold total.
Sold.
And by the way, just for your hobbies, you might want some of these. And he throws in a handful of little metal studs in with the pile. Good luck with your wallets and purses, brother.
And I'm gonna hand him over 7 stacks of 100, and I'm gonna slide over another half stack of 50 more gold and give him a wink. We'll be seeing you again, mate.
Much obliged. What's your name, feller?
Oriel Blackthorn.
Blackthorn. Oriel Blackthorn.
Yes, sir.
Rolls off the tongue quite nice.
Sure does. And your
name's Callus. Callus Tomlin.
That rolls off the tongue quite nice as well, Callus. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
You as well. I'll see you around, Oriel.
And I'll take my bedroll of leather and walk on out.
As he walks out, Mr. Blackthorn, you didn't buy a whole bedroll of leather, did you?
Shh.
There's only 4 of us.
Of course I did. And I spent way too much on it as well, mate.
You know, me and Gabe were just talking about how you shouldn't be handling our money. It's like you don't know the real value of this coin, Mr. Blackthorn. This is out of hand.
You see, coin only has the value you bestow upon it.
That's some hippy dippy bullshit. That ain't true at all.
Just clearly so privileged, and I have no idea. Giving this guy a $50 tip was just what I do.
That's insane.
That's like a 4-person's like monthly income.
Yeah.
Maybe yearly for some people.
I am flossing, dog. I am wearing a lot of jewelry, and I look fucking good. I'm wearing a mink right now. Okay?
Let's head back.
He looks like a pimp.
Yeah, I got my dog on me too, dude. Oh, watch out.
He's got guts on a leash. He's wearing mink and decked out in jewelry, holding an entire bedroll's worth of leather in his hands.
We're gonna use a square like this big.
A little pouch of studs. It's all good. We're gonna have to fashion some cordage off this too, so I say it's... Who knows, mate? We have more adventures ahead of us. I feel like having some leather is a good thing to have. Plus, Casper, don't you have a pistol?
Oh,
We might need to fashion a holster for it.
you sold me. I take it all
That was
back.
worth the coin.
It sure was.
I was thinking of you the whole time, Casper. Now let's get back.
Okay, let's get back.
Since we're getting close to 9 here, it's about 30 minutes away. We'll skip the whole description of the city and walking back to your hotel room. You guys just ta-da! You're in your inn room. Congrats, you're there.
As soon as we stumble through the door, the invisibility spell is gonna wear off like perfect timing because there's only an hour on that thing.
By all means.
Oh, that's a lot of leather there, Oil.
God damn it! I'm just gonna shake my head. Fuck.
How much?
It's a lot of leather. Yes.
How much was it?
Don't mind how much it was.
Yeah, Casper, you may have been right.
Money's just an idea.
Yeah. Tell him that bullshit you told me about money.
Which one? I have a couple.
Yeah. How much is left?
We're looking at 3,650.
Okay, we're still doing fine then.
Around there.
Who wants to be the one to cut this leather up?
Oh shit. Well. I think we should fashion some sort of workstation. This might take a little bit more skill than any of us possess.
Well, I have made maps before, but it's more of a paper thing. They don't have to look too fancy.
What kind of skills on our skill chart would crafting something like this be in?
There is leatherworking tools. I don't think any of you guys carry that.
Hell no.
If that were the case and that was something that you guys had in like your backstory, it would basically be your dex plus your proficiency bonus. In this case, it'll just be your dex.
Interesting. Fuck. Boys,
are all the bracers so far that we've seen the same? Do they look the same?
That's a great question. I would love to throw a curveball at you because it's a great idea to make them all look different, just to fuck with you. But no, they do all look the same.
Fuck. Okay.
Now that makes sense. That makes sense. And we have a reference.
Shall we all take turns? Since we have fucking an endless supply of leather now.
This is no way endless. And we need to make a holster for you, Casper.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry for giving you shit, Blackthorn.
Jeez Louise, Papa Cheese. I did this for you.
This is the bag. Bam, bam, bam.
And you know, since we have all this leather, I was thinking, maybe we fashion a collar for Guts. Like that.
You want to say that again?
He gives me a little growl.
I'm just gonna stare at him.
I'm sorry, Guts. I get a bit carried away. Listen, I think I should be nowhere around crafting this. If anything, I think we should spend more money on some tools. But I know how you all feel about that.
Absolutely
Money and
not.
such.
Gabe, Aaron, Guts, any of you guys craft anything before?
I made shit out of dirt.
I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't made much in my lifetime either.
Oh.
Fuck.
Well, I guess I could give it a shot.
I could help you in the process. Maybe
You do that magical thing you do that.
Yeah,
like,
mine and magic, mate. Mine and
makes me
magic.
feel real good about myself and confident. Steadies my shaky hand.
I'm gonna close the window.
We find out it's canon that Casper has Parkinson's.
What the fuck?
So bad. All right, you said Dex.
Guidance.
I said Dex.
Proficient in anything? Nope. I'm proficient in absolutely nothing. Okay, here we go. Get that nat 20 button going.
Congratulations. You did it.
Before I blow up the mic, I'm gonna mute myself because I got a cough. Oh man,
That was a scoff.
I do feel like that lined up perfectly with my cough.
It did.
Yeah, you're able to, and what is this? So you're basically just cutting up the leather right now. That was what you rolled your dex for.
Cutting it, shaping it.
You're like going around to each person in your party and sort of having them hold their arm out, measuring where the cuts need to be. And all of them wrap around the wrist in the perfect size.
Well, boys, I think I might have found my calling.
Yeah, rather nice cuts.
Do I need to roll again for these buttons, or does that include the crafting process?
The entire assembly process is not going to be completed with one roll.
All right. Can I send her again?
Yeah,
What are you
send her
trying to
again.
do?
Guidance.
I'm gonna install buttons on each one.
Yep, the little studded. There's 3 on each. They go just on the outside of the wrist, kind of equidistant apart.
Oh, you said guidance?
Yeah, guidance. I'm gonna also bless you. It's an extra D4.
Another one?
Actually, no, that's for attack rolls and saving throws. I don't know if
Okay.
that'll work.
No,
Well, it's
not gonna work.
21, so
That's perfect.
I'm
Yes.
gonna roll, boys.
Really, really good, Casper.
The 19
Wow.
and the 20, boys.
You use the hilt of your dagger to kind of pound these leather studs into the leather, and they look like they're pretty much equidistant apart. The next step is going to be figuring out a way to fasten them to your arm, whether that's sewing them together, sliding them on. You guys have to kind of delegate what you want to do when it comes to that, and I'll make you roll accordingly.
I pull up my illusion, and I bring it in front of everybody to kind of reference. And what I'm looking for is like how they're fastened on. You said they were just slipped on earlier. Is there no seam or any type of thread or?
There is almost no stitching in it whatsoever. You're not sure how it got put together.
Yeah.
And you said there's 3 like buttons that I just installed?
Yep.
Perfectly.
I'm gonna just like one end has the buttons right on the row.
Right, kind of near the outside of the wrist.
3 tiny slits so they can go together and the slits can push on where the buttons are.
Okay. Yeah, that would create a bit of a seam where the overlap is.
The best we got. I don't know how to sew. You guys know how to sew?
No, that's what I was thinking too with the buttons.
The studs.
Should I roll again?
Yeah. Give me another roll.
Can if I heat the leather up, does that give any type of advantage?
He's just cutting slits into it for the buttons to go through, so I don't think heat's really necessary.
Guidance.
Oh, that one's lower. 13. I haven't even been adding my proficiency bonus because I rolled so hard. Or my dex. So 15 total on that one.
Yeah, you're able to slide them over, and there is a bit of a seam. It's up to you how much overhang you leave. So is that, like I said, these buttons are on the outside of your wrist, which is a little bit harder to conceal. Is that overhang wrapping over on into the inside of your wrist, or are you trying to keep it as close as possible?
Just far enough for the buttons to go.
Okay. You successfully do that, my friend.
Nice.
I think this is the best we're gonna do, boys.
And they don't look perfect, but at least they can come on and off.
It's good enough.
I'm gonna grab that severed arm and toss it back in my bag.
Anthony, just for your own note-keeping sake, you still have 9 yards of leather left. 9 square yards of leather left.
Holy shit.
That's beautiful.
All right, fellas, what's our next move?
We gotta make more of these bracelets.
Try to meet some people.
Well, no, I think we made them all, right?
Oh, we made them all just right there. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was just one.
Yeah, that'd be pretty boring if I had to make you guys roll for each.
No, I get that. I get that.
3 steps for 5.
It'll be 9 o'clock. It'll be 9 o'clock.
We each have a bracer now on our right arm, correct?
Right. Speaking of which, Guts, Gabriel, Oriel, you never told me if or how you managed to get those manticles off of your
They're
wrists.
still on.
Oh, I don't have any on.
It was Aaron then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron, Guts, and me. I still have mine on.
Shit.
I don't know
That's
how to get
true.
them off.
I'll try and take them off right now.
Yeah. Am I just able to rip them from the...
Everybody roll me strength checks, please.
Guidance.
I'm gonna rage.
Yeah. 3 minus 1, 2 strength.
Hold on.
Your wrist pops and it hurts a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm fucking bleeding.
Is
19.
it strength?
Strength, yeah.
Wait. I think there's another bonus for raging. 1 second.
15.
No. Yeah, just 19.
Yeah, yours, your thumb pops and almost feels it to dislocate for a second, and you're able to slide the manacles off of your hands.
Fuck.
Guts, do me, please.
You want me to break your thumb?
Whatever you must do to get this off. I'm sick of it being on. Please, just do
I'm
it.
gonna push down on his thumb while fucking trying to re-ink this thing off.
You already have advantage. Go for it.
Plug.
Guidance.
Guidance, that's 1d4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's best cantrip ever.
19.
Fuck yeah.
Your thumb pops. It hurts like hell, which you wouldn't have been able to tell because Guts just did it with no issue, with a little bit of a grunt at the end. And you feel pain shooting down your hand. Bryce, please clip that noise for the soundboard, please.
Is that what you sound like? Jesus.
That hurt.
Clip that too. That hurt.
I'm just like rubbing my hands now.
All right, Aaron. You ready?
I already rolled a fucking 15, mate.
Nice.
For myself.
Yeah, you strain and you feel like it's almost there. It's not quite there. You can have somebody come up and help you to get him off.
Okay. You mind?
It'll be like my guidance.
Yeah. And with that, you've got him most of the way off. With the help, you get him off. Just wanted to get that out of the way because you made it very apparent canonically last episode that these were on the wrists. I didn't want it to not make sense for any viewers watching.
Yeah, knowing you, bro, you were gonna curveball the fuck out of us because of that.
Well,
everything's going well until fucking some guard sees a fucking cuff on her wrist.
I figured it was prudent to remind you because you are currently dealing with your wrists putting bracers on. So
yeah, that's fantastic. That makes sense. Thank you, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
You're all knowing.
That's your only gimme for like 20 episodes. So you know.
I don't know. You fessed to a gimme in the last battle, dude. You're a little too nice. You should have fucking had me roll that.
Dude, you were fucking unconscious.
I died. I already died. How much worse could it get?
Yeah, legit, dude. I'm not that evil. I'm not gonna wild magic surge you and kill your ass.
One last surge, baby.
On purpose.
Oh shit. Fuck. Well,
what's the plan, boys?
I say we find some work in this city.
I agree.
We need to make ourselves useful here.
We need a higher contact. We can't just be giving our information to every single person we meet.
Yeah, we need to get familiar with the layout.
They're gonna get sketched the fuck out.
It's true. And honestly, I've got to be honest with you guys. The purveyor of goods, he seemed to be on me. I had to pay him for his silence. He seemed to know exactly what we wanted the leather for.
You're saying too much then, mate.
I didn't say anything. I said I wanted to make a fucking satchel, a wallet, a vest.
Guys, I don't know if you know this, but every task that we've been doing has been quite dark and depressing and with a lot of murder and death. Do you think we could find some like pleasant work for a little bit? Maybe like just like transport a shipment or something, or like help a guy harvest his crops. Something a little less killing everybody we meet.
Perhaps we could be import-export people for this city. It sounds like they're having a tough time getting supplies to and from the island.
Well, that's because we can't leave the island.
Yeah.
No, we sure can't. We're stuck here now.
I mean, we do have that boat hidden, if it's still there.
Oh wait, hold on. I thought Eleanor told us that once we entered, we couldn't leave. Is that not a thing?
Well, we can use magic to get
We
out.
couldn't snake out.
Yeah, we can take these braces off and just blend in. But you've got a point. We come to and fro. People are going to know these braces are rubbish. So maybe that's a bad idea.
They're pretty good knockoffs. I mean, you had pretty high rolls for that whole thing. They're passable for sure.
Sweet.
Upon up-close inspection from like a red rank, maybe not.
Yeah, unless I throw a little illusion on it.
Is it the bracers that are keeping the civilians in, or is the veil encompassing everybody and no one can leave?
The veil is magical barrier, and the bracers are preventing them from using magic to get through the veil.
So we can come and go.
Yeah, you guys can come and go. Yeah, but the bracers aren't enchanted in any way.
It would be suspicious, though.
Yeah, I forgot you weren't there for the episode that they got into in through the veil. They had to use magic to get through the veil. So like you could have just used your daily teleport to get through.
Yeah, that's how I did it.
Gotcha.
But everybody here has magic nullifying bracers on, and using magic to get back out through the veil is impossible for everyone, except for you.
I like the idea of being a farmhand, but listen, if we're gonna help somebody in the city, I think we should help. We need to help people of a higher class, maybe someone with more pull than a farmer. I'm not sure the farmers could provide us with much, lateral movement.
That's a fair point. Should we, the guy you were wasting all our gold on, should we go find him?
Well, he seemed to want goods imported and exported. He made it known that they're struggling to get imports into the city. But if we are known to be able to leave freely and come back with supplies, we've basically just ratted ourselves out to the entire city.
What about that rich guy we saw in the bar?
Perhaps he needs help, but what could we do for him?
We'd have to ask.
Eleanor made it seem like he was a rat. A sellout.
It doesn't seem like the type we should hang around.
Could have information.
Find more people like Eleanor.
Very easily persuaded there, Oil.
Possibly.
I agree.
Possibly.
I mean, you could lay low. I mean, a rich man probably knows a lot more people in this town than some lowly.
It's true.
How about we just hang a sign up that says, workers ready to work and do hard work?
You think that happens often, though?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Causing a lot of attention.
Well, it's alright if we get attention. We got these bracers now, we're fine. Here, I'll write it up right now. Workers ready to work, here to work hard.
That looks good.
I'll let you guys do your thing, honestly.
Nah, this is a rubbish idea. I can't believe you guys thought that was a good one. That's ridiculous.
Why don't we talk to the foul-mouthed maiden downstairs? Maybe she might know of some work we could do.
Yeah, she was giving Mr. Cross the eyes. I think
she likes you.
I think she does, Cross.
It's possible.
Maybe you could get something out of her. You talk sweetly.
Never know.
Give us some of your.
Give her my best. To be honest, the only woman that I actually talk to like that is my wife, but...
Yeah, but... she's dead, isn't she?
Casper.
No, she's not.
Sorry, bad joke.
Dick.
Sorry.
None of my family's dead, Casper.
That's right. They're all alive still.
I'll be honest with you, it takes a lot. I'll be honest with you, buddy. It takes a lot of strength in me not to just take that boat and just sail myself to fucking Bloodstone right now and save them. But I'm still here with you guys.
We could go there next, actually.
It's the only thing that's on my mind.
We can't worry about that now.
I know.
Aaron, why don't you go down and talk to the lass? I'll go with you.
I could try it.
See if she needs some help, or knows of anyone who does.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go. I guess. Does anybody else want to go? I mean, we all have bracelets.
Yeah, I guess we could all go.
Yeah.
Sure.
You guys walk up to the innkeep, and she turns to you and says, "What can I do you for?" This long exhale of stench filling the room.
I appreciate the rooms, first off.
You're lovely.
I'm sorry, is this the person that we were talking about?
I think so.
Okay, cool. Sorry. Madam, I couldn't help but notice it was such a beautiful view from the windows. Almost something I couldn't grasp within the city. I'm trying to learn a little bit more about it. Me and my friends, we came here recently. We're looking for work, and we kind of just got these bracelets slapped onto us, and I'm just gonna fashion and just like show my bracelet off to her.
Seems all the newcomers get stuck with those. Got one of my own.
Oh, really? How'd you get that?
Well, we all have it. Meant to keep us in.
Well, I mean, I received mine as I got on the boat ride. How did you receive yours?
When the Red Watch came, they made us line up. Slapped bracers on all of us.
The whole public?
Everyone.
I'm gonna kind of like lower my tone a little bit. I actually haven't even been confronted by the Red Watch since I've been here. Is there a way that they're accepting recruits? We're actually pretty good at battle, if you could say.
Never heard of anyone wanted to join the Red Watch. The Red Rank. Not the person to ask. Ask a rank themselves.
Where are they located at there?
You'll see them walking around. I stay in my inn. A bit of a homebody. And another plume of this stenchy breath comes.
Yeah, I really enjoy. Wow. Wow. Is there anything in the city that we might be looking for? Possibly any secrets? Because it seems like you're not really a fan of the Red Watch.
Conflicting notions. First, you're looking for work. Is it work you seek, or secrets?
Both.
Secret work.
I'll be honest with you, from first glance, I kind of understand that you're a homebody, and that might be because you're in fear of what's going on around you. And I think the Red Watch is doing that. And as I lower my tone more, we're here to stop the Red Watch. Is there a way you can help us?
Roll me a persuasion check. This is going to be a high DC.
Guidance.
Come on, baby. Guidance yourself, boy.
16. Is it persuasion?
Persuasion.
Okay, hold on. Oh, I have +4. Nat 20, or sorry, dirty 20 plus 4, 24.
Dang, nice +4.
I don't have any answers, but I'm not going to run to the ranks. You're welcome to stay, have a little bit of tending. Beds need broken if you're looking for work, like you said. Otherwise, I think this conversation about secrets should stop.
No, I'm sorry to overstep my bounds. I appreciate your stay. We won't attract any heat towards your establishment.
Good, because I won't protect you.
I wouldn't expect you to.
And she intentionally kind of puffs a little bit of her stank ass breath at you. Kind of turns back to her
She's
stuff.
disrespectful, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like back away with everybody else and just turn around. I can't deal with the breath. I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck me.
Hey, fellas, let's keep it on the DL from now on that we're trying to liberate the city. I don't think we should be telling everybody our intentions.
Yeah, I know, I get that. It just kind of seemed like this person was already fearful.
Yeah.
Surroundings. Seems like everybody is.
It's understandable. I don't think she has much of a crush on you anymore, though.
I don't want that crush.
It's crushing me.
Well, I guess we go stumble around the city till we can find some work.
Yeah, we can walk freely now with the braces. Why don't we make our way up the mountain?
It's not a bad idea. See how far we can get before the Red Cloaks stop us.
If they do.
We'll just tell them we didn't know. We'll go back the other way.
Okay. I mean, you don't think they're gonna ask more questions than that?
We're just stumbling around town. I mean, who knows? Maybe we're allowed at the top. If we
And
see
we'll
them
just
all
look.
congregating in one area, then we'll head the other way. But we
Yeah.
could just do a quick survey.
Yeah, we're just looking for some work.
What do you guys think about maybe even using that work ploy and maybe even joining the ranks?
I think they'd snuff us out quick if we got there's got to be some sort of training regimen. It'd probably want to
probably get a lot of
about us.
bracered people looking for a way out. Who's asking to join already too?
It's true. It's a good point.
But it's worth asking. It's worth asking.
Yeah. There's many possibilities.
I think we're just some travelers who are stuck here looking for an opportunity to make some coin.
Hey, Gabe. Do you think you could hone in on those thoughts and maybe they'll lead us to that wizard you're looking for?
I've tried several times and it's just is a big puddle of nothing. Just screaming voices and nothing, but maybe since I can try in this location, maybe I'm closer to the source and it'll narrow in on something. I can give it a shot.
Yeah.
And close my eyes and try to listen in.
You listen in and you hear all different types of voices, and they come in waves, sometimes overlapping each other, and it's hard to make sense of any of it. And sometimes it's clear to you what people are saying. Some people are it's mostly loathing, it's mostly get me out of this, it's mostly How do I rid
pain.
myself of this? People in pain, people suffering.
Yeah, so the same thing pretty much.
And you do get one voice that comes through. And it's a bit of a whisper. Gabriel. Welcome to the network. You remember this?
I do. I remember last time you couldn't tell me anything about it.
Well, last time you weren't holding the edifice, the stone that controls us all.
Okay, so what?
I know you want to get rid of us. I know you're suffering and you reach pain. And I could give you a deal. Could make all that pain go away.
What's
give you
this
some
deal?
control.
What's this deal?
Well, you remember how you came upon the stone? King Marcus's chest.
Yes.
You'd have to embed the stone within yourself. Become a part of it. Would give you control over the network. A way to block out the thoughts. And a way to channel them. Make them useful. Spread word across cities and domains. There is risk, but there is great reward. And that is where we will end the session tonight.
Fuck, dude, this is a tough one.
Don't put that in you.
Yeah.
That's going out of there, dude.
This is good.
Dude,
I like it.
This fucking session has been a fucking challenge. We haven't had a session like this yet.
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot.
Yeah,
Like
this was tough. Tim, you're not making it easy, bruh.
That was beautiful.
This city, like I said when we were getting into the session going towards the city, it's gonna be a doozy.
Yeah, this is fucking tough, dude. I don't know what to do. This is fucking crazy.
I'm scared.
We do have a friend. We have a friend, and we have some dupe bracers. I think we made some good progress.
Yeah, and we learned a lot more about what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the red rank.
Well, and it for Elrenax.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a fucking doozy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's rumors that contradict each other when it comes to Elrenax, so it'll be interesting to see where and how and if you guys get more info about that. I was waiting all episode because I wanted that little the network portion to be the cliffhanger at the end.
What a good one, dude.
And it's so funny that you started talking about it right as the session was ending, so I was like, this is perfect, dude.
Oh, that
nice
was
shit, boys. Nice shit.
The network.
We're in for it, dude. We are.
You're in for it. And before we start losing every single person that is watching this, thank you so much for coming by, checking out At Advantage. We are here every single Monday, 7 o'clock PST, for the foreseeable future. We appreciate each and every one of you. Again, shout out to Miss Carl Havoc for the sub. That was awesome. Made my whole evening. Check us out over on YouTube. If you have anybody that's interested in checking out our content, if you liked it and just want to spread the word, best thing you can do is share the link, send a video of ours to someone else. Maybe it'll get them interested. Other than that, check us out on Instagram at Advantage D&D, TikTok at Advantage, and that has been At Advantage. We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, everyone.